Chase like with the blue futon out of the box or wall, whatever you want to call it. You know what's coming because just look at my timeline. Scream 2. Does Scream 2 hold up? Let's find out. Let's bring out the knives for 2 of them. Not 1, 2 knives for Scream 2. Wow, that was creepy as fuck, Chase. Anyway, what is the premise of this movie? It's pretty simple, actually. A year later, high school, college, survivors are back. New characters are in college. Who survives? Who dies? Is it as meta as the first one? What I find very interesting about this movie is how quick it was released from the first one. First one, 1996. Second one, 1997. So it makes me wonder in my conspiracy brain that Kevin Williamson wrote these movies back to back to just kind of do a Lord of the Rings, film, and be done. And who knows if a trilogy was in the works because actually the third one was written by someone else. But we are getting ahead of ourselves, guys. Honestly, does this movie hold up? It does. Is it better than the first one? I do not think so, but there is enough kills, enough thrills, enough twists and turns, and enough commentary to keep Scream 2 in the positive category. Pretty high up there. Like I said, in the first act of the movie, our very first scene, if you want to put it that way, you have Omar Epps and Jada Pinkett Smith. Not Smith at the time, my fault, Jada Pinkett. And they are doing the commentary of black people in horror films and how they're usually the first ones to die. They're the token characters, and they talk about it, and it happens to them. So the whole meta, breaking the fourth wall, expected to happen again, expected to happen in all Scream movies because that's the whole trope of it. It's the thing that keeps these movies relevant is breaking the fourth wall and putting a lot of real stuff into real movies. If you want to put it that way, meta, fourth wall, it happens. Get used to it. If you don't like it, you're not going to like the movies. I like it. Like I said, these movies are made for film fans, especially the horror genre as a whole. But like I said, you bring back the same cast, Jamie Foxx, Neve Campbell, Courteney Cox, David Arquette, Liev Schreiber, and you have some new people like Jerry O'Connor and Timothy Olyphant, as well as Sarah Michelle Gellar in her 1990s prime. For sure, she was in so many horror movies at that time. She was like the new scream queen of the 90s and 2000s. But the new cast works pretty well. Is the script as sharp as the first one? I don't think so, just because of who the killers are. You know who at least one of them is because they bring someone in the first act. He's a pretty good character. Second act, completely disappears. You're like, where is this person at? And of course, in the third act, which I think they did it on purpose because, of course, just like the first one, there's a second killer. And the second killer kind of does the Friday the 13th route, and I think it does work. But like I said, it is not as effective as the first one, just because the first one was so rich and just interesting of the whole backstory of Neve Campbell's mother in Westboro and what happens there. So overall, I think Scream 2 still holds up. Is it as good as the first one? No. It does have a good commentary still, good meta humor, good breaking the fourth wall, good acting, Wes Craven directing. I mean, you can't go wrong. Fun characters, good kills. What can I say about Scream 2 except if you've seen the first one, you're going to see the second one because it was such a hit. This one came out. Like I said, when you have a movie like Scream, though, that is such a pedestal movie of how it opens, the twists and turns, the differenceness of it, of, breaking the fourth wall, having a second one is going to be hard to beat. Everyone who liked the first one will enjoy the second one. So Scream 2 will receive a 4 out of 5 Futons, which equals at 80%. So see the Critics' News scores gave this one. I find this very fascinating. Critics an 81% with 81 of them. That is better than the first movie. The first movie got 79% with the critics. Interesting. Audience score, here you have a 57% with over 250,000 of them. Audience score in the other one was a 79 as well. So critics think this movie's better. Audience not so much. Interesting. Critic consensus. Let's go. As with the first film, Scream 2 is a gleeful takedown of scary movie conventions that manages to poke fun at terrible, horrible sequels without falling victim to the same fate. I'm thinking, guys, I'm trying to think the fun of poking holes at sequels. Yeah, it does hit some here and there about the whole Jamie Kennedy's character and the whole. There is a huge dialogue scene in the beginning about what sequels are better. They bring up Star Wars, Terminator, Alien, and stuff like that. So when I say the fourth wall is punched and gone, it's punched and gone in this movie because everything happening there is like real life. Yeah, Aliens, that's a huge one. Is Alien or Aliens a better movie? Very interesting. That's a conversation for another time. Anyway, Scream 2. Do you go with the 81, the 57, or the 80? Audience score not so nice with this one. I find that interesting. But anyway, chase like with the blue futon. Like, comment, subscribe. We know what we think about this Blue Utopia. You Blue Tonians. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And you know what's going to happen now? We have 2 knives. What's going to happen next? We're going to have probably 3 of them. And then 4 of them. And then 5 of them.